Okay, welcome in. We're going to change things up a little bit. I got a little bit of help from Miss Lees. If you want to say hello.
Hi.
She's going to be monitoring the tablet. I'm going to be doing the computer to the TV hookup. And we're going to go through NHL games this way. Maybe this will help build up the channel. Who knows? But I feel like this is a pretty good idea. Alrighty, so we had 5 games on Wednesday. There were 2 original 6 teams, sorry, 3 original 6 teams playing. And yeah, let's dive into it. So the first matchup took place in Montreal as the Canadiens played host to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They would win the game 1-0. The only goal was from Cole Caulfield, a power play goal in the first period, assisted by Slafkovsky and Kirby Dach, 7 minutes and 48 seconds into the frame. Samuel Montembeault would stop, I believe, 47 or 48 saves in his first shutout with the Habs, I believe. I think he had a shutout all last season. Now, the surprising part was Joseph Woll was deemed unable to play. So Anthony Stolarz got the nod in this game, and they would play a back-to-back. So when I review Thursday's game, I'll tell you who the goalie was, because if Wall is out, say for a week, Stolarz can't play every single game for the Leafs, and back-to-backs, that's especially tough, especially if you're traveling. But yeah, so the Montreal Canadiens started out 1-0-0, the Leafs 0-1-0. The next game took place in the Metropolitan Division, and it was the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they played host to the New York Rangers. So we'll take a look and see. You're not a fan of the Rangers, are you? We'll see how this contest turned out. Well, I'm sure you can see the scoreboard there as the screen is loading up, but we'll still go over the goals and see what happened. So in the first, Sam Carrick. Oops, I went too far. Where is he? There he is, buddy.
There we go.
Sam Carrick, so last season he split the year between Anaheim and Edmonton. Then he signed a contract with the Rangers in the offseason. So in his first game with the Rangers, in the regular season that is, he got his first goal, assisted by Trouba and Brodzinski, and that was 2 minutes and 24 seconds in the first frame. Alexis Lafreniere would get his first goal of the year from Artemi Panarin. That goal happened 17 minutes, 23 seconds of the first as well. So they had a 2-0 lead at that point. And with just 12 seconds remaining in the period, Chris Kreider, Mr. Ranger himself, would get his first goal of the year from Trouba and Riley Smith. So it was 3-0 after 2 periods in favor of New York. Philip Schiedl, I believe is how you pronounce his name, got his first goal of the season, assisted by Cooley, 9 minutes and 39 seconds in the second period. Just a lone goal to report in the second, so it was 4-0, I apologize, for the Rangers heading into the third period. The onslaught would continue as Chris Kreider would get his second goal of the game, second of the season, of course. His shorthanded marker, unassisted, 5-0 at that point, 11 minutes and 35 seconds in the third period. And with just a hair over 3 minutes to go, Vincent Trocheck would get his first goal of the year, assisted by Lafreniere and Panarin. So he finished with 2 assists on the game. 6-0 would be the final score in favor of the Rangers. And I believe Shesterkin was the goaltender for the Rangers, and Tristan Jarry suffered the loss for the Penguins. Alrighty, we'll take a look at the next game, which I believe took place in Edmonton, and we'll take a look and see. Well, I'm sure you can see the score, but we'll see who scored in this contest.
How do you believe that it's against the Oilers?
It's just a lucky guess. Alright, so
I believe it's against the Oilers.
I believe so too. So in the first period, Adam Lowry would get the game's first goal, assisted by Niederreiter and Appleton, 14 minutes and 56 seconds of the first. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Jets heading into the second period. Mason Appleton with his first goal of the year, increasing the lead to 2-0, assisted by Niederreiter, who got a second assist, and Pionk. And that goal happened with 1:25 seconds remaining. So heading into, it was 2-0 after the first period. I apologize.
Here we go.
Alrighty. Okay, so in the second period, Rasmus Kupari would get his first goal of the year from Morrissey and Morgan Barron, I believe. And that goal happened 4 minutes and 17 seconds of the second period, giving the Jets a 3-0 lead. Dylan Sandberg would increase the lead to 4-0, getting his first goal of the year, assisted by Appleton, his second of the year and out of the game, and Lowry, and that goal happened 4 minutes and 37 seconds of the second frame. Kyle Connor would increase the lead to 5-0. A power play goal from Morrissey, his second of the game, and Scheifele, and that goal happened 9 minutes and 33 seconds of the third. And in the third period, Mark Scheifele put the icing on the cake as if the game wasn't over already. With 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, it'd be 6-0, a power play goal from Ehlers and Velarde. So an absolute onslaught from one game to the next. Neither the Oilers nor the Penguins really showed up on opening night. And it's a big season for both of those squads respectively. So the Jets start the season 1-0-0, the Oilers are 0-1-0. Okay, we'll take a look at the fourth game, which took place in Vancouver. They were playing their first game of the season on home ice against the Calgary Flames. Come on there, Game Center. Let's load. All right. So this was a one-sided affair that turned into a crazy comeback, and ultimately we'll get into the game-winning goal. So Daniel Sprong kicked things off in the first.
Sorry.
Goal. You're good. From Hronek and Heinen, 9 minutes and 40 seconds of the first period. Brock Besser would get his first goal of the year, a power play knocked from DeBrusk, the newest member of the Canucks, and Elias Pettersson. That goal happened 11 minutes and 48 seconds of the first as well. Connor Garland would increase the lead to 3-0, 12 minutes and 16 seconds of the first from Hoglander and Ratty. So it was 3-0 at that point in favor of the Canucks. Anthony Mantha would finally get on the board, getting a shorthanded goal, unassisted, 15 minutes and 49 seconds of that same period. And then Brock Besser would get his second goal of the period from Miller and Hughes, and that goal happened with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go. So it was 4-1 at that point in favor of the Canucks after 20 minutes. Rasmus Andersson finally calmed things down, only got one goal in the second period. His first of the year from Kadri and Kuzmenko, and that goal happened with just a hair under 3 minutes remaining in the period. So at that point, it was 4-2 in favor of Vancouver. Martin Prospo would make things interesting in the third, just 2 minutes and 41 seconds, getting his first goal of the year from Mantha and Ball, making it 4-3. Mackenzie Weegar would tie the game up with a power play goal, 8 minutes and 16 seconds of that same frame. His first of the year from Zary and Kadri, who got his second assist. So we're all tied up roughly halfway through the period. 10 minutes and 40 seconds, just over halfway through. Jonathan Huberdeau would get his first of the year from Patchell and Bean, giving the Flames a 5-4 score at that point.
Were you about to say Canucks?
And then JT Miller would tie things up with 1 minute and 37 seconds to go, getting his first of the season, assisted by Quinn Hughes, who had 2 assists on the night. This game would need overtime to settle this, and Connor Zary would get his first of the year from Possible and Rasmus Andersson, just 1 minute and 33 seconds in the overtime frame. So the Flames were down by 4-2. They managed to come back, take the lead, almost blow it themselves, but they ultimately came away with the overtime victory. So they are 1-0-0 in the season, and after the overtime loss, the Canucks start the season 0-0-1. Alrighty, so last game, I believe, took place in Las Vegas. We had the Golden Knights, and they played host to the Colorado Avalanche.
No.
What?
No.
What?
You clicked the wrong thing.
What?
You clicked the
Oh, I
wrong
clicked the
thing.
recap?
No
recap.
No.
I don't want to get. What is it? I don't want to get a copyright. That's right. Thank you for catching that before it was too late. Okay,
Well, they already saw it. I would have blocked it out.
Anyways, as you can see, it was a pretty high scoring affair between the Golden Knights and the not the Canucks, sorry.
Oh
the
my
Avalanche.
gosh.
Alrighty, so let's dive in. So Mikko Rantanen will get his first goal of the year from McKinnon and Devin Tays, 10 minutes and 48 seconds of the first period. Victor Olofsson, I believe, was the newest acquisition for the Vegas Golden Knights. He'll get his first of the year from Pietrangelo and Shea Theodore, 11 minutes and 15 seconds of the first period. Ivan Barbashev would give the Golden Knights a late lead, just 1 minute and 28 seconds to go, getting his first of the year from Hanifin and Jack Eichel. And just 25 seconds after that, Mark Stone, the captain, would get his first goal of the year from Eichel and Barbashev. And that goal happened with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go on the clock, so the Golden Knights had a 3-1 lead after the first period. In the second, Mikko Rantanen would get his second goal of the game, a power play marker, 4 minutes and 15 seconds of that same period, assisted by Makar and Nathan McKinnon, who had 2 assists at this point in the game. Zach Whitecloud would get his first of the year from Barbashev and Jack Eichel, increasing the lead to 4-2, 5 minutes and 49 seconds of that same frame, assisted by Barbashev and Jack Eichel, who had 3 assists. Very impressive for the opening night. Casey Middleset would make things interesting, cutting the deficit to 4-3, his first of the year from Gerard and Manson, and that goal happened with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the frame. Victor Olofsson would get his second goal of the game, a power play marker from Shea Theodore and Thomas Hertl, Theodore, that'd be a second assist of the game, and that goal happened with just 14 seconds to go. So heading into the third period, the Golden Knights had a 5-3 lead. Mikko Rantanen would get a hat trick on opening night, cutting the deficit to 5-4 at this point. His third of the game, obviously, from Makar and Girard. They both had 2 assists on the night. 6 minutes and 59 seconds of the third period. Mark Stone will get a second goal of the game, a power play marker from Jack Eichel, who had 4 assists, which is absolutely unheard of. And Shea Theodore, a power play marker, as I said, 8 minutes and 29 seconds of that same period, making it 6-4.
Sorry, I keep saying ow.
You're good, you're good. Ivan Barbashev would get a second goal of the game from McNabb, making it 7-4 at that point, and that goal happened with 6 minutes and 6 seconds to go. And then, with just 36 seconds to go in the game, the Avalanche would pull their goalie, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. Brett Howden would get the empty netter from Tanner Pearson, I believe, and Mark Stone. So 8-4 would be the final score in favor of the Golden Knights. I knew this would be a high-scoring affair, but I didn't think they were going to put 8 goals up on the Avalanche. So yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights start the season at 1-0-0, and the Avalanche are 0-1-0. All right, that takes care of Wednesday's recap from the National Hockey League. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, take care.